Hello and good evening. I'm here at Dorney Park for the Halloween haunt. Gonna check out a couple of these scare zones. There's some mazes that are amazing, and the best thing about this is that it's all included with your admission, unlike a couple of other places that are upcharged. Right behind me is the first scare zone. I'm gonna wait until it gets a little darker, a little spookier, and we're gonna jump in. Coming up here on the first scare zone, Steamworks. Lighting is cool. Oh.
Filming the business. Got to work.
Alrighty, this is pretty cool. The lighting in here, the music, lots of scare actors. Lighting means you can't tell who's who. If you saw that person wearing a necklace there, it's glowing, it's $10, and it means that the scare actors won't scare you. So just outside of that scare zone that is basically the entrance here, there's the Chamber of Horrors Wax Museum, which has a decent line. I'm gonna go ahead and wait, and I'll tell you my thoughts in a minute. So I just got done with that Wax Museum scare maze. It was all right. It was a little short, a little compact. Not all of the scares actually hit. It felt like the timing was off in a way. But right behind me is Blackout, one of the other mazes. I'm gonna go ahead and get in line for that one. This looks like it's one of the more popular ones given the line. So, I don't know, I might come back to this one when the line is a little shorter. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna just get in line. Let's do this. So I totally forgot to give you my thoughts on Blackout. I was kind of uncomfortable the whole time because I was by myself, and I felt totally alone because the rest of the people in the group were pulsed in a way in which I was completely alone by myself. Luckily, since I did get a little lost, they told me to stick to one side, and eventually I found my way out, but it's completely in the pitch black. Unique experience, but not the type of scare that I'm going for. All right, here's Carnival. Oh my goodness. It's like a fog trap in here. I can't see a thing. Oh my goodness. Oh no, and there's bubbles too. I can think of another vlogger who would not like this just because there's bubbles. Everybody's stopping for the bubbles. Oh. What's up? Oh my goodness. It's crowded in here. Wow. That was awesome. So much fog. So many scare actors. Woo! And now the soothing sounds of blood drums. I've never seen anybody play a saw blade with such gusto. So after checking out blood drums for a little bit, I'm here at Stalkers, which is another maze. It's getting harder to find good lighting now, but Stalkers actually made me a little nauseous. First, well, it starts with a pretty good like corn maze, but then after that, it was really tough going in the indoor areas where there was like butcherings and like weird pig men and stuff like that, because the places were really cramped. All I could really smell was sweat and fake blood. Oh, it must be rough working in there. That was tough. It was good, it was well done, but the smells really caught me off guard. Here comes the next scare zone. It's called the Lair.
Welcome!
Ay, no me gusta. go with Trick or Treat Lights Out. I don't know how long the wait is, but we're gonna brave it because I did not go for the Fright Lane. Here is the next maze to go through, Necropolis. I don't remember this one. The line looks pretty insane. It just goes on and on until you get to that church all the way back there. Jeez. So I finally found a little lighting where I can talk about the last two mazes that I did. The witches one, Trick or Treat, all right. The costumes and like the dress setting was awesome, but the strategies they had for some of the ways that the scare actors would pop up was kind of off to me. That sounds a little hypercritical, but it's because I've done so many of these that I'm like, that could be better, which is bad, I think. It kind of spoils the immersiveness for it. Don't be like me. Necropolis, though, awesome lighting. When you go through the graveyard, it was so freaking cool.
It's okay, honey!
Here we go with Tourist Trap. It's feels like, well, the thing said 1893 World's Fair, so we're just gonna get in line. It looks like there's almost no line for this. So Tourist Trap wasn't my favorite just because the set dressing was so-so. I think Necropolis was probably my favorite so far, just because of the way the graveyard scene was and all the lighting and all of that stuff. That being said, I think if they leaned heavier into it, because it had that turn-of-the-century exploration style going to it, almost like Adventureland, it could be really good. I don't think I've mentioned before, but most of this stuff is permanent, which makes it totally different than something like, say, Fright Fest at Six Flags. Past all the monster trucks and everything is Urgent Scare. For some reason, the timing was off a little bit, and the set decorations are pretty cool. It's exactly what you think, like mental patients getting out, breaking loose and taking over and stuff, so a lot of really weird experiments going on, that type of thing. I'm purposely not taking video inside. I know I can be sneaky and do that, but they asked me nicely not to when they saw that I had my camera, so I didn't do that. But the one problem with the way that they pulse people in is I was catching a lot of the scare actors, since I was kind of like the caboose for this. I was catching a lot of the scare actors resetting before they did something. So I would see them, and then they just kind of stand around awkwardly. Kind of a bummer, but still, if you catch them at the right part of the pulse before they've popped out, then it's going to be a lot of fun. So kind of tucked away all by itself is Blood on the Bayou, which has a really nice facade. Blood on the Bayou might have been one of my favorite ones. God bless all the people that were trying to put on New Orleans accents. They really tried, and it was nice. Set dressing was awesome. I had a good experience with that one, but the night is winding down, unfortunately. Waited in a lot of lines. Most of the waits were about 20 minutes to a half hour, which wasn't too bad. I'd say you can get most everything done in one night. I did see the, and I didn't mention it, was the closing ceremony, I think they called it, which was basically like a little dance routine and a little shtick, but otherwise, all in all, I would say Halloween Haunt was pretty awesome. The scare zones are really good. Yeah. Definitely give this a shot if you're in the area. All right, I think it's time to call it here. From Halloween Haunt at Dorney Park, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
My name's Brianna. My name's Skylar. And we're on our own adventure. And my Snapchat is Brianna.L, BRYANNA.L. My Snapchat is Skylar, SKYLER, Babe, BABE 3. Add us.